Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Gas. And today I want to talk about some sad news that I got in my email today about Adobe Animate and how Adobe Animate is no longer going to be around in the future and is getting discontinued. So let's go over this email together. We're contacting you to let you know that Adobe will be discontinuing Adobe Animate on March 1st. As an existing Animate user, you may continue to use Animate, but please note that technical support will no longer be available after March 1st. So basically, they're saying they're done. You know what I mean? They're killing it. And this is really disheartening because it's like, I got Adobe Animate because Toon Boom, last year I wanted to get Toon Boom Harmony, right? But I wanted to buy that as the perpetual license, the permanent license, but I was gonna do that for my birthday, which was in June. So I'm like, all right, my year goal this year is I want to get into animation. Toon Boom Harmony was the perpetual license was like 1,000, right? And the subscriptions, I didn't want to touch that. And then around March time, they were like, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the perpetual license. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Which hurt me, and I'm over here like, I don't want to buy another subscription. So then I went to Adobe Animate. My first tablet that I ever had is a Bamboo, a Wacom Bamboo, because I wanted to learn how to animate on Flash because I was very big on Newgrounds. I used to love watching animations on Newgrounds, you know? So that was like, I wanted to do that. I didn't get very far, but I'll put up on the screen the couple of drawings that I did digitally. It was my first digital drawings. I did them on Flash. And that made me want to get an Adobe Animate because I'm like, I wanted to be like the Flash creators that I used to grow up loving seeing. So when I got this program, I did one animation on Adobe Animate, and I'll put that up on the screen now. I was so proud to make my character walk. You know what I mean? Like, I got this tablet here, the XP pen, so I could, make that dream a reality. And seeing that everything is just like, everything is subscription based, and just the fact that this could be around since at least 2008, 20 plus years, like 25 plus years of just Flash and Animate just gone just like that, is just like, you mean nothing. And it's probably because they can't put AI in this. That's the thing, is like, you probably just can't put AI in this. Let's see if there's any more information on their website. Why is Adobe discontinuing Animate? Animate has been a product that has existed for over 25 years and has served its purpose well for creating, nurturing, and developing the animation ecosystem. As technology evolves, new platforms, they're talking about AI. That is the only new thing that is really coming out. And they probably can't figure out a way to put AI into Adobe Animate. Because, like, didn't they just put AI into Photoshop? You know what I mean? So it's like, they can't put it in here, so they're probably like, we're just gonna get rid of it then. It's just costing us too much, and we can't put AI in it to boost it up. That sucks for us, because it's like, imagine you're one of those creators that have been using Adobe Animate for all of those 25 plus years. This is the only program that you care about, and now it's just gone like it's nothing. What's your alternative at this point? Toon Boom Harmony? Toon Boom, let's look at the prices of Toon Boom. So Toon Boom, the essential is $30 a month. For Adobe Animate, it was $24 a month for the for Adobe Animate. This is $30 a month. That's why I didn't want to go here in the first place, because they got rid of their permanent license. I just want to be able to buy something once, and then that's it. So I'm like, all right, the best out of a bad situation is Adobe Animate, because it's $24 a month, or you get the Creative Cloud, which is $60 a month. Last I checked. Here it's $30 a month, or it's $77 a month for their advanced version, or $139 a month. That's crazy. This price, this 1,100 annual billing, that was around how much you would have spent on like your permanent license, and they want you to spend that on a subscription. Like, that's crazy. They know artists are broke, but they don't care. This is predatory, because they're like, you're gonna buy it anyway. You have no other options. You're gonna buy it anyway. That's why the subscriptions are so trash. How does this benefit us as consumers? The barrier to entry when you want to get into these things is like, pay that $30 a month, or hey, that's your business, or pay that $24 a month, or that's your business. Be on the same program for over 25 years. Hey, we're going to give you some time to download all of your old project files, but after this time next year, you know, after March 1st of 2027, I don't know, you know, like that's on you if you didn't download it in that year. Do you recommend another product for me to use? Consumers with the Creative Cloud plan can use other Adobe apps to replace portions of Animate. So it's like you want us to go do stuff in After Effects to be as a substitute to Animate, and it doesn't work like that, you know? People went to Animate because they want to draw, they want to be able to make their characters move with their own drawing, not, you know, and that's why you have the program, to do it like that instead of like do it in After Effects. What are your options? This, or there's Toon Boom Harmony and you spend that $30 to $77 to $139 a month, or there's Procreate and you could go to Procreate and I think that's like $20 a month. Procreate Dreams is like 20 something dollars a month, and at least with that, it's a one-time purchase, which is nice. There's Rough Animator on the tablet. I think that was like, what? I forgot, like $15 or so, one-time purchase. Because I want a good program that is like, I just pay for it one time. And it's like the only option I really think about now is like, I think TV Paint has a one-time purchase. With this discontinuation, it hurts because like, as a person that grew up with Flash and then now wanting to get into Adobe Animate is like, it's hard. And for kids that's coming up that want to get into this stuff, you're telling them straight, pay $30 a month or find a new program and all that. As a person that loves Flash animations and loves animation in general, seeing this go and knowing that there's so much people that rely on this is like, this is kind of like a slap in the face to them, because it's like, you're not even offering like a open thing where it's like, okay, it's gonna be open for you guys, and all that kind of stuff in some way, shape, or form. It's just like, all right, you have a year to download this stuff. Nobody can get into the buy anything after March of 2026 is over. Nobody can get in, and all of you guys have March of next year basically to download your stuff, or that's on you. You can't get in the program anymore, and that's terrible. So it's like, what happens after that? After March 1st, and I still have it downloaded, would they still charge me the $24 a month that they would charge me now if I have it downloaded, or is just gonna be free for that next year or so, until they're just like, nah, you can't log in here anymore? Also, what happens to those people that after this date, they like, let's say they get a new computer and they want to download it all over again, and now they just can't get in for some reason, you know? It's just gone. It's just like, there's a lot of questions, but all of this is just, it doesn't feel right. It feels like a slap in the face. Look at all these cartoons that was made with Adobe Animate. Smiling Friends, Teen Titans, what is this, Jellystone, Tom and Jerry. All of this is just gone, and they're just telling all these people that have spent years on honing their craft with this program to just, that's your business, go find something else. And it's crazy. And not only that, for animation, games were made on Adobe also. I remember being on Newgrounds playing a whole bunch of Flash games just as much as I was watching the animations too. You're just taking that away from people and telling them, oh yeah, we have After Effects. It's not the same. Like, as artists, it just feels like every day, it just feels like more and more our options are getting limited. Toon Boom taking away the perpetual license, you know. Now this, what's it called? You feel like social medias don't cater to artists, and it makes it hard for us to grow on these platforms to actually be seen. You know, it's just like little things like that. It just makes it harder and harder for us, because it just makes us feel like the minority, like our voices don't matter. And even if we complain about these things, the company knows that it's an unpopular choice, so it's like they're still gonna do it anyway. I hope things turn around for us in the future in a better light, but you know, it's not looking so hot. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, gas up.